ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay, we were just trying to get the grid sorted for you.
Guess who's
And we
back?
should be back.
We're back
Back
again.
again. Absolutely. So, we should be getting into the race very shortly.
We've got 45 minutes for the race. Because I'd like to play some FC tonight.
Well, you can just ram it.
After the stream, do you
You're a
fancy a
part.
bit of FC,
You're a
Aaron?
part of the comms, Liam.
Yes, I'm
Be
proud to
committed
be
to
part of
it.
the comms.
Now I'll probably play PGA Tour again, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still
I
have
don't
a-
know. I might
still
jump
have a
on.
meet.
Depends.
Oh, still have a good read now, yeah.
Squad battles has my name
Absolutely.
written over it.
Squad battles, you absolute NPC man.
No, I need the coins.
You
I need the coins.
you NPC are playing against NPCs.
Hey, shut up.
I mean, to be fair, squad battles did get me my first heroes card of the season. Well, not the season, of the game.
Squad battles on top.
I packed a 500k card from my squad battle rewards, so I'm not
Ooh.
complaining. I can't remember the Donny's name, but he's our centre back.
He's a number 4.
No, he's not Virgil van Dijk. I would know if it's bloody Virgil van Dijk. I'd be screwing my head off. I swear, goalkeepers are so bad this year in FC. I've got 85 Martinez in goal, and he can't save a goal to save his life. Whereas my opponent has bloody 60 rated in goal, and he's bloody diving left, right, and centre, saving top bins and that. It's ridiculous, man. Anyway, we are not here to talk about FC24. We're here to talk about F123, and to be exact, an F123 RSF1 Division 2 race, where it is looks like it's been based in Scotland, but we are in fact in Barcelona.
Are we back at Knockhill for the touring cars? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just like the weather looks a bit similar.
Ah, seems like it.
That was a very damp weekend.
You got lost that day, didn't you?
What day?
Me and Rory. It was when it was
Oh yeah,
absolutely chucking
when
it down
you were
for
walking
race
about
3.
the track.
No, wait, it wasn't then. It was before that, actually.
Was it?
We were sitting there waiting for the race to start, and it absolutely started chucking it down. They had to delay the race, but you had gone away to get a cup of tea or something because you were all cold and that. And like me and Rory were sitting there, and we were just wondering where the hell you'd gotten to.
Oh, and I was stuck at.
You were stuck
Tongue two.
somewhere, yeah, somewhere like that. But it was a fun day though.
Yeah, yous are sitting there getting.
Wouldn't regret it.
Yous are sitting there getting pelted by the rain up at the chicane, and I'm standing
Getting pelted
At
by
the-
the rain at turn 2.
at a turn 2 enclosure next to Doris, Morris, and and what's another word that rhymes with Doris and Morris? Boris.
Boris. Was Boris Johnson at the touring cars?
Yes.
How have we got to talk to about bloody Boris Johnson? This is what happens when you're waiting
Yeah.
for an RSF1 race.
I mean, we
begin.
could
Start chatting the absolute most nonsense stuff of all time.
I mean, we could talk about the touring cars, you know.
Touring cars are actually banging.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just realised.
What?
Underneath my desk, there's a massive dent on where my my wheel clamps onto the desk.
Oh, lovely. We have
I
a
can feel
formation
it.
lap.
Like,
Do you want me to
there's
go
actually
through
cracks in my desk.
Oh, dear.
Now we've already been through the grid, so
Oh, you want me to go through it again?
if you really must.
Yeah, no, there might be some new viewers
Ah,
who
yeah, of
missed on the
course.
qualifying action. I'll start from last, but certainly not least, the Williams of RSF1 Locker, who of course did have to serve a qualifying ban this race. In 16th, we have the Haas of Matty 1929, who did have a unfortunate qualifying, could have been higher up, but it is what it is. Then in 15th, we have the McLaren of Nifty Nasri, who was in Div 3 with Aaron, but decides to come pay Div 2 a visit.
Because he couldn't do it Wednesdays anymore, apparently. So
Yes.
best of
Then
luck
we've
to him.
got the Red Bull of Shane in 14th, and then Jish in 13th for Haas. We've got the Aston Martin of Crazy Fish in P12, and then the highest of the two Williams, Camo, in 11th. In the top 10, we have the Alpha Tauri of Iceboy Fox, who of course crashed in the later stages of Q2, but could not participate in Q3. Got the Ferrari of Breezy 7272 in ninth, and GSRL Alpha sitting in P8 for Mercedes. The highest of the Aston Martins, LR Blazer Gun in 7th, and we've got everyone's favourite person, RSF1 Corners in 6th, Hush in 5th for Alfa Romeo, Grunty in P4. Speaking of Cornish, just going onto the gravel for a wee bit. Grunty in P4 for Ferrari, Verizon in P3 for Red Bull, Genghis Logan sitting in P2 for a good qualifying for Alfa Romeo, and Dave in P1.
Hey up.
Hey, hey up.
Right, oh, people have been
Hey, Owen.
disqualified again.
Now that might just be because of the parking.
No!
That's just
What's he
parking.
doing? Wait,
No, there we go. I
Never
told you
mind.
it was parking. I'll win.
oh dear me, I've not got the thing set up. No,
Oh no,
we go
nor
to
do I.
we've got to 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix in Division 2, and we've got people getting drive through penalties. Blazer Guns is one of them. Well, the only one actually,
shot.
to be fair. Dave continues, leads them down the main straight on the first lap, and we're going to get a decent camera angle as they head down towards turn 1.
No.
It seems like we are not as Verizon goes on the outside of Genghis Logan to make it up into P2. He manages to get a great start over the two of them. Hush then takes the position from his own teammate. Can Cornish take it from Genghis Logan as well as they head up towards turn 3? He's actually under pressure from Grunty on the inside. They keep it clean though as they head through turn 4. So it's Dave that still leads. He's got actually a 5/10 gap between him and Verizon 40. Fantastic stuff from him. There's positions being made up from Shane. He's absolutely flying in these early stages. He's made up quite a few positions in one corner. Camino making up moves as well into P9 as well.
Good start for a lot of drivers, but it's unfortunate for the Aston
Everyone's
Martin
on the
Blazer
full
Guns.
wets now.
Oh dear.
As we have the Ferrari and the Williams going side by side. Camel ends up yielding the position. He actually loses out to Cornish in the process. He's going to have the inside line. No, there's a McLaren going up the inside. It's Nifty Nazari getting his elbows out. Genghis Logan's lost out 3 positions to Breezy, Camel and Shane in one corner. I think he was struggling for traction through there, and it just cost him the positions. But he's down in P11 now.
Just looking at the... Sorry, on you go.
That's all good. I was going to say Nifty Nazari is... Currently he's not actually going to make a move, but Liam, you were saying?
Yeah, I was just going to go through the position changes. We've got Locker has climbed up to P12, going up 5 positions as Jess overtakes Nasri, and Nasri then gets done by Iceboy Fox, who's went down 4. Crazy Fish has gone down 4 as well, with Shane climbing 4, and then Hush and Cornish climbing up 2. It's not a good start for Genghis Logan.
Nifty's coming back at Iceboy Fox going into turn 4. Sorry to cut you off there, Liam, but
yeah, all good.
it seems like Iceboy went a little bit wide. That could be the opening. That could be the opening for Nifty Nazari. There's a bit of a switchback. There's Jesh off the track. He's gone down to P16. It's not a great start for the Hash drivers. Matty gets past him in the process. Nifty Nazari doesn't manage to get past Iceboy Fox on that process, but he's going to have a run at him round the outside. Is he going to keep it though? No, he's not. He backs out as he knows that it is too wet to try and go side by side. There's just no grip in the wet. Further up the pack.
Yeah, Blazer Gun will probably service drive through this lap,
Dave's starting to pull away from this pack at the moment. Breezy is going to maybe look up the inside of GSRL Alpha. They still go side by side, and it's going to be Alpha that leads them. He's still in actually on him. As GSRL Alpha comes into the pit lane. Has he got some sort of damage? I'm not too sure what's happened there for GSRL Alpha. He's in the pit lane very early in this race.
We've got Shane looking for a move down the straight on Camo. ERS being used. Could he be looking for a move into
certainly is.
Gotta keep going side by side. Slight contact made between the pair, but keeping it relatively clean. Shane was looking likely for the overtake there as they're sliding through turn 3. Coming up to turn 4 now, it is still Shane behind Camo in the battle
Crazy
for
Fish and
P8.
Iceboy Fox having a bit of a battle as they head through turn 4. Might be pointed out as well that GSR Alpha has pitted onto the intermediate, so he feels that he can run the green striped tyres in this race. It
But
certainly
Grunty
looks...
making... Sorry.
That's all good. I was just going to say it looks very wet out there still for the intermediate, so it's a bold
I wouldn't
call
say it's
from GSR Alpha. Hopefully it pays out for himself. The two Williams trying to make up positions as well in the meantime though.
We had... I was going to say... Grunty made the move on Cornish coming out of turn 4. Making the move... I think it's turn 5 was... Sorry. Making the move done before turn 6. Of course, the place where you don't want to go side by side through. You'll be seeing Camel making a move on Genghis Logan for P10.
Nifty Nazarene got past Iceboy Fox as well. Shane's making up moves. Blazergun's lost out positions because he's in the pit lane. Is he going on to the intermediate?
No, it'll be
Oh no, he's serving a drive-through. Fair enough.
Silly Billy.
Unfortunate for him, the two Hasses are going side by side. The Hasses are actually going to have a battle through turn 1. Just gets past his teammate Matty. A little bit of a wobble as he exited turn 2.
Camel going down the inside of Genghis Logan through turn 3.
Got a fantastic on board of Crazy Fish watching this.
Sorry, but just thought I'd say Camel going for a move down the inside of turn 3 on the Alfa Romeo of Genghis Logan, but backs out. But he could be looking at it down the inside of turn 5. The old
Side by
switcheroo
side.
going down towards turn 6. It's not really an overtaking
Oh, bit of
corner.
contact.
But it looks
Crazy
as if
Fish can make
Camel
up
gets
moves
it
as well.
done. Crazy Fish gets through as well. Oh, it's not been the greatest of opening laps for Genghis Logan.
That was a fantastic bit of work from Crazy Fish, just biding his time, making sure that he made a clean move so that there was no chance of collision. So great driver strategy from Crazy Fish. We got any other movements? It seems to be spreading out a little bit now.
Oh, and Alpha's
Okay,
disconnected.
so
I think.
Alpha has left the session, I believe. So if we could try and get him back in.
I'll
Quickly,
do my
let's see if
stuff.
is he on Xbox. He does. He is on Xbox. I'll quickly.
I'll chuck one in back.
There we go. I've got him. Genghis Logan finds himself behind Crazy Fish at the moment.
Only real main battle we have here, but Camel is slow coming out of turn 2.
Could we see a move from Crazy Fish up towards turn 3? He stays behind them for now. As you have a
We've got
yellow flag in
flag,
sector 1, it's
sector
for
one, that
Iceboy
is-
Fox. He has found the runoff, I believe, in turn 3.
Could be seeing Crazy Fish making a move on Camel soon.
Certainly it's a battle to keep our eyes on at the moment.
I'll keep my eyes on it.
Obviously no DRS as it is the wet conditions right now, so Crazy Fish will not get the benefit of the DRS to try and aid himself getting past the Williams driver, who went a little bit wide through the hairpin. This could give Crazy Fish a great chance of staying with him as they go towards the main straight. He's definitely gaining through the corners as Crazy Fish. Certainly got more traction than the Williams in front of him. I think
But
Camel
Josh-
ran a little bit wide there, to be fair.
Just on the back of Nazareth. He's going to go for the move down the inside at the final corner. That is a beautiful overtake. For
Fantastic
the Haas on
stuff
Nifty Nazareth.
from Jesh as
Nazareth
Crazy
going to come
Fish is
back in.
not close enough.
That was a beautiful move.
As Crazy Fish does manage to get past Camel through turn 3, Alpha has joined back thankfully.
Oh,
Camel picking up a 3-second penalty for
nearly
corner
losing
cutting.
it as well.
Crazy Fish running, I can't tell if they're running wide or just going onto the lines where there is enough traction. Camel's certainly not finding enough traction as he heads through turn 4.
We've got, sorry, just to butt in, we've got Verizon gaining on Dave. The gap now 3/10, heading down the back straight up
Quickly
towards
jump
the
on that one
hairpin.
actually.
Verizon looking quick in these wet conditions. And of course he is looking quick because he is in a Red Bull. But he's sliding about everywhere. Nice boy Fox picking up a 3 second. Gonna stay on Marissa. We've got yellow flag sector 1. A nice boy Fox has
As Ice
crashed.
Boy, who has retired, he's fully binned it, I think.
Ah.
It brings out a full safety car.
Now we're gonna see Shane is pitting. We've got drivers pitting for enters now.
But the thing is,
Think-
Alpha's just come into the pit lane and fitted the wets again. So I don't know what's going to happen with these drivers actually.
Yeah,
They are pitting onto
Shane's
the
pitting
enters.
onto the wets. Shane's pitting on wets.
Has anyone jumped on the enters?
Let's see what Locker
Does it?
does.
Is that enters? I can't tell. No, it is
Locker's-
wets. Apologies for
See
that. It
what
is the wet
Matty's going
tires.
to do.
It's got to be the wets. It's the only right option. He's going onto the enters actually, as Alpha has found himself the wrong way round. So he is now a lapped car in this race.
Matty 1929 has pitted on the enters. And is the only driver on the enters.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting call from Matt. He's really got
Bold
nothing
move.
to lose though at the moment.
Wonder if it'll come back to him. Got me to go through the order now, Aaron?
We don't really need to be honest with you, but
Oh, it's up there. Oh, I
probably
forgot
probably
about
go through positions changed actually.
that. Yeah, I'll go through that.
Five positions. I'll just do it quickly. There's
There you
not
go.
many. There's 5 positions gained for Crazy Fish. He's the one that's benefited the most from this. Genghis Logan has lost 7 positions. Alpha's lost 8 to be noted. That's a horrible start for Alpha. Hopefully he can try and crawl something back in this race. X-Boy
And
Fox
as you
left the
say that,
session.
he is pitting GSR Alpha, so he'll be a lap down.
This is his 3rd stop in this race, I believe now.
Oh, not
On to the
nightmare
inters
for him.
again.
Cornish is
We-
pitted.
We have Crazy Fish who's made up, as I said. Well, he's now made up another position actually, into P6. Cornish Pin, as you said, he's gone on to
Onto the wets.
the wets. Locker
Alpha's onto
gets
the
out in front
enters.
of. Does he get in front of Cornish? Yeah, he does. Who was that pitted in front? I think it was Blazer Guns. I want to say. It was either Blazer Guns or Nazare that pitted. Dave continues to lead. Verizon is P2. We've got Hush P3. He's made up 2 positions, so a great start for the Alfa Romeo. I wish same could be said for Genghis Logan, though he finds himself P8 at the moment, so he's got a bit to make up in this race. He's got Camel just in front of him. Crazy Fish and Camel having a great battle in the early stages of this race. They'll be hoping to try and get past the 2 very quick Ferraris in front of them to make up as much
For
ground
once.
as possible.
Ferrari's being quick for once.
I think safety car should be out for one more lap after this one.
Yeah, really is not ideal for Alpha in this scenario. Lap down to most cars. They'll have to get out of the way for the other cars on the restart, so I think that's Alpha's race more than likely done unless it gets like what, 5 DNFs in front of him. What topics should we talk about, Aaron?
Absolutely no clue, to be honest with you.
The Qatar Grand Prix, we'll talk about that.
The Qatar Grand Prix.
Yeah,
A lot of
fair enough
drivers
to
very
Ocon.
much struggling.
Fair enough to Ocon, throwing up in his helmet and continuing.
Yeah, Logan Sargent had to pull into the pit lane because he didn't feel well.
See,
We also
so
had
Stroll and Albon needing to
Stroll,
help
yeah,
out of the
mhm.
car. Albon,
Absolutely.
no, Stroll, sorry, going straight to the ambulance.
apparently Stroll was blacking out in his car as well, which is quite scary to think about actually.
Lando saying that drivers were apparently passing out in the FIA room.
Yeah, and in the pen as well. I think
That's
George Russell was
not
opening.
ideal.
George Russell was opening up his helmet down the straight, going at like 250 mile an hour,
Yeah.
which is quite interesting.
Like, see if people say like F1's no sport. They,
F1 is a sport; it's a motorsport.
yeah, But see, I was folk that say it's no sport, but see by looking at that, you won't get that in like basketball or something, will you?
Yeah, because basketball's indoors.
Yeah, wimps. And never mind, safety car is
Liam, what,
in
what,
this
what
as
kind
well.
of point are you trying to make?
I actually don't know. Anyway, we'll
Anyway,
stop
back to the
slaving
F1
about
action.
that. We'll have a bit of Div 2.
Right, safety car in this lap. Dave will lead them over the line. Verizon 40 will be wanting to try and make up as much as possible on Dave at the restart. It depends when Dave decides to release. So, safety car goes around the final 2 corners now and into the pit lane. So Dave will
Wonder if the
control
safety car's
the
going flat
pace.
round them.
Safety car is in the pit lane, so now it's Dave's chance to release whenever he wants, and he has decided to go now. Here he goes, and
Here
that's
we
got
go.
Hush has
Lap.
got the jump on him as well. Fantastic stuff from Hush. He makes up P2 straight away on Verizon 40. Camel makes up a move on Crazy Fish as well as they head down towards turn 1 on lap 10. But Hush has lost a position to Verizon 40 as they exit into turn 2. A bit slidey from the Red Bull driver, but he maintains P2 over Hush. The 2 Ferraris then following P4 and P5. We see Crazy
Sorry.
Fish going on the inside of Camel. Up through turn
DSRL.
3 we've got Alfa Romeos and Ferraris having a battle in front as well. They're all having battles on lap 10 of 33 in the Spanish Grand Prix. It's
DSRL Alpha pitting for the, was it 4th time
Grunty
this race
and
as well?
Hush.
Oh, is Blazer
Grunty's
Gun
managed to
spun?
get the move. Hush has got him back though.
Blazer Gun had to go off the track. He's lost out massively there. Then to P15 for the Alfa Romeo. Aston Martin. Oh, it's been a long day. I can't tell my cars apart now.
Yeah, Blazer Guns has lost out there, but Grunty did lose out to Hush in the end. A great battle between them two, but Breezy's managed to get past Crazy Fish again.
Locker in.
There's a lot going on.
There's a Locker spun.
And I believe, yeah, Locker is
the hairpin.
around. That's not going to help him. Breezy managing to stay ahead of Camel. Crazy Fish got the upper hand on Breezy on that situation. So it's Breezy that is now under pressure from Genghis Logan. He's going to maybe make a move on Crazy Fish, so as Crazy Fish gets all out of shape through turn 4. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. It's for, I believe, the Mercedes of Alpha, as something happened to Cornish there. Apologies. Shane is making moves. Jesh has lost out positions actually. I'm not too sure what happened there. We'll get details on stops. Cornish is coming twice, so I think he might have just pitted there, to be fair. Yeah, sorry, Clayton, we will... Yeah,
Where am I?
tyres, sorry, wait, where's the hell's tyres? There they are. Yeah, Matty and Alpha on the inters at the moment. Could see a move from both Haas. Actually, I just realised DRS isn't open, so there's no chance of a move. Or maybe there is actually. Fantastic slipstream from Jesh. He's going to go down the inside of his own teammate into turn 1. Matty's going to make it difficult for him, but Jesh does get ahead as they exit into turn 1. Into turn 2, sorry.
Got Shane on the back of Camel. Camel's going wide through turn 3. Shane's just going to breeze past into turn 4.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Shane runs him a little bit wide. Camel does stay on track though.
Shane gets moved on. Could Shane be going for it on Logan as well? Shane is looking quick tonight.
Certainly is. He's all over the back of Genghis Logan now. He seems to be struggling He's on 6 lap older tyres than Shane, so it could be definitely being a factor in his race.
Oh, he's
Shane's going to
gonna
go to
breeze
the right
past.
hand side. Good work from Shane, makes himself up into P7. Got Breezy trying to get onto the back of Crazy Fish. I'm quite interested to see how Matty does on these inters at the moment.
Verizon seems to be gaining by a fair bit over Dave down the straights bit. Dave's got the better cornering speed.
Certainly does. This is for the race lead as well at the front. 7 tenths, 8 tenths now. The gap between them two as Locker is making moves for P12 on Matty. Could we see Jish maybe getting a move on Nifty Nazarene? No, we will not as of yet. What else have we got going on? We've got still Verizon 45 tenths behind Dave at the moment. Oh, as Dave runs a little bit late on the brakes, that means Verizon 40 nearly goes into the back of him actually. That'll create a bit of a gap for Dave though.
Yeah, I've been watching this for the past couple laps. Looks like Matty could be gaining on the Williams of Locker for P12, but
It'll be interesting to see how those inters fare. It seems like the rain's dying off just a little bit. Actually, maybe no. It seems like it is still hammering it down as much as it was on lap 1. Hush picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not going to help him in his pursuit to try and get on the podium tonight. As there's yellow flags in sector 3 as it's Blazer Guns who's gone very slowly down the main straight. Was Hush pitted onto though? That's the question that I want answered. I think it's the wets. Yes it is, it's the wets. Is he going to have Blazer Guns come into turn 1? Yes he is.
And Nasri is going back.
Nasri's around.
Oh dear.
Got Matty who's still trying to make up moves on his teammate. On the inters it has to be said.
It's actually been a clean race for him so far. Crazy Fish on the back of
as we've got a position for the lead. Horizon just flies past Dave. I didn't even see that one coming actually. Verizon is our new race leader of this race. Hush is making up moves on Nifty Nazri. We'll try and jump on board with that as they
Grunty going very wide through the hairpin. Is Crazy Fish going to go round the outside?
Breezy's making up moves around the out. No, sorry, not Breezy. Breezy and Shane both going side by side through the final 2 corners. Now they're still both there, but Breezy has to back out over Shane.
Dave pitting.
Yeah, Dave has pitted in this race. He'll be going on to another set of wets, I believe it will be. So Grunty takes P2, Crazy Fish P3, and then we have Shane in P4, Breezy P5. So it's still all to play for out in front. Crazy Fish has been gaining a little bit on Grunty over the past few laps though.
I know, side by side through towards the penultimate corner of the lap, but Crazy Fish has to back out to avoid hitting Grunty. Who's at Nasri and Blazer Guns pits as well.
Shane almost all over the back of Crazy Fish. Was almost contact as they exited turn 5 actually. This is a great battle for P2 at the moment. See if Grunty can pull some sort of defensive masterclass over his rivals at the moment, Crazy Fish and Shane. He certainly has gone a little bit wider than he might have wanted to. This is going to give Crazy Fish the run.
It's GSR Alpha getting out the way for the lapped cars.
This is Crazy Fish's chance if he wants to get past Grunty. He just gets the door closed on him. This is going to hamper his chance of getting anywhere. He goes into the pit lane. It's probably a great chance for Crazy Fish to come into the pit lane because he's just going to get held up with those drivers. So good choice from Crazy Fish. He also has Breezy joining him in the pit lane as well.
Could be seeing Matty making a potential move on Locker P6.
I think he's a bit too far back at the
There we
moment.
go. Hush with the new fastest lap of the race with a 126 flat, and GSRL Alpha has retired.
Wets definitely do seem like the fastest tyre still.
Yeah, Matty seems to be struggling on the enters for turn 3 now.
Certainly does. We're looking at Grunty and Shane at the moment for P2.
It's not been the best of races for GSRL.
Oh, it's a bit of
Alpha.
contact with Grunty and Shane. I'm not sure if that's going to cost any wing
Shane's
damage.
gonna go for it.
Shane's going up the inside though. He's taking advantage of it. I want to know if there's any sort of damage on that Red Bull because it was a fair hit that he gave Grunty.
Thought they were gonna go side by side, but I like that.
They're still close to each other as they head up towards the final few corners on this lap. Cornish picking up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
Terrible. Dave gaining on Cornish.
Grunty comes into the pit lane.
And Dave gets past Cornish. Yeah, Matty is struggling on the enters and he's going to pit off of them as you just saw Hush breeze past him round the outside the penultimate corner of the lap, and he speeds in the pit lane. Oh no. Anyway, yes, the enters weren't the choice for Matty.
Seems like this is certainly spreading the field out a bit as well, having these drivers pitting. We've got 7/10 the gap between Grunty and... Actually no, it's Breezy and Crazy Fish at the moment. This will be interesting to see if Breezy can catch on to the back of Crazy Fish, because this really is a battle that could be taking place for the lead. Well, not the lead, but like a high finishing position, as Hush managed to get past Locker for P4. As we say that, Locker picks up a 3-second penalty though. Quickly jump onto penalties. 5-second penalties for Hush, 3-second penalty for Locker, 3-second penalty for Cornish, 3-second penalty for Camel, and a 5-second penalty for Matty. What were you going to say just there, Liam?
It doesn't matter, but Crazy Fish is all over the back of Cornish for P8.
He certainly is. Could we see a move into the penultimate corner? Crazy Fish is wise and stays behind for now, as Hush makes up the move on his teammate on the straight. Dave making up move on Locker, who's in the pit lane, so forget about that, as we see a brilliant move from Cornish. Well, is it a move from Cornish? Oh no, he just got past Locker, apologies, so it wasn't actually a move.
Crazy Fish gonna go for a move.
Oh, he's going down the inside!
That is bold.
But Cornish comes back on the outside. Cornish says no, 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 he takes that back and he's back into P6.
See what you done there. Gonna say move down at turn 4.
Could see Crazy Fish going back at him.
Again, Cornish saying no, no, no. Down the inside here, maybe. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, he's gonna be close between the two. He runs him out just a little bit wide. This could mean Breezy getting back into it as well.
Is Breezy gonna breeze past Cornish?
Oh, he keeps it on the inside. How are they not touched yet? Fantastic racing from these three drivers.
Is
Breezy gonna look on the
breeze past
inside.
Cornish?
You go for the switch back and dive him up the inside. No, he does not.
No.
Crazy Fish ran a little bit wide on the exit, I believe, but Breezy's gonna have the run on Cornish. Fantastic move from Breezy. He's still side by side with Cornish all the way through the uphill right-hander, but Breezy gets ahead in the end.
That's a lovely move. As we've got Verizon and
five lap
Genghis
younger
Logan
tyres
pitting.
working for Breezy, as Hush goes into P2 after we have Horizon and Jenga Slogan in the pit lane. So Shane leads, but still has to pit in this race, though. Although he could go
Ooh,
to
it's
the
gonna
end, but
get
he's
caught
going
up
to
with a bit
have
of
short
traffic
tyres at the
here.
end. As
Oh,
Camel's out,
Oh dear, he's
he's
just retired.
retired in the pit lane, which is unfortunate.
Horizons came out right in the middle of this battle between Crazy Fish and Breezy. Crazy Fish just getting out before him at turn 1. But Verizon will have the upper hand here with the faster, fresher tyres. Not the first time that's been said about a Red Bull.
Cornish lost out of position to Grunty.
Stay on board with this. I'll stay on board with this anyway.
Up through the right-hander for Cornish. He's 7/10ths behind Grunty at the moment. But we've got 1/10 between Jish and Genghis Logan at the moment, so we
Oh,
could
but
see a
Crazy
move
Fish
for the
goes
final
very
points position.
wide. Sorry to butt in there, but Crazy
That's
Fish
all
going
good.
very wide through the hairpin section. Can we even call it a hairpin?
Yes, it certainly is a hairpin, as Jish is going to try and go round the outside of that hairpin. He's going to have to go the long way round the outside. He gets a little bit twitchy on the rear end, though.
Could be seen, and Verizon's going to fly past Crazy Fish there. It's going to be P4 for a Red Bull. Crazy Fish back down to P5, but could be looking to stick with the Red Bull.
Could we see a move from Jish down the main straight? He's going to use the ERS. So is Genghis Logan to try and stay ahead. Could we see Jish with an absolute fantastic dive on round the outside? He's certainly going to go for it. Side by side through turn 1. Both drivers not wanting to get out of this position. There's contact. Genghis Logan's off the track.
Oh, no,
Not
no,
too sure what
no.
will be said about that one. It was very tricky conditions, and it's so tricky to go side by side through that corner with them. Blazer Guns and Jish going to continue this battle, though.
Could be
it doesn't
seeing a
result
change
in
for the
one
lead.
going
Sorry
off.
about it, but Hush has got the better exit on Shane, and he's going to overtake down into the hairpin section.
Fantastic
It's
stuff from
got a
Hush.
new race leader. Sorry about in there.
That's all good, mate. It's for the race lead, so obviously that is the priority. We
Could
could
be
see
seeing
Dave.
Dave going for the move on Shane as well.
Shane's tyres are going to be absolutely done in now, though.
Dave's going to go for it.
Shane's not going to make it easy for Dave, though, as they head down towards the first corner.
Shane is saying no, no, no. Gonna stay as they were at the end of the last lap. But Dave could be getting a better exit. And
Dave
does,
with the exit. He's
trying
going to go around the outside.
at turn 3.
Fantastic
That's
from
what-
Dave.
That is beautiful from the Alpine.
Makes up into P2. He's got one more position to make up to get into the first place, where he started this race on pole position.
Matty picking up another 3-second penalty. Got Grunty gaining on Breezy for P6 as well. Verizon on the back of Shane now. 2 Red Bulls are going to swap even before they reach the braking zone.
Well, apologies,
Shane.
I was not on board with that one. I was trying to find actually where the battle was going on. Yeah, Verizon 40
Yeah.
making it up on Shane, who's definitely
Shane
seen
needs
the
to
end of
pit
these
soon.
tyres.
Yeah. He's had a good stint on them, Shane, but I think it's time.
Certainly, he should be coming into the pit lane.
Oh, but
if not
Dave
this
on the
lap, then
back
the
of
next.
Hush, and oh, it's getting very slidey coming out of the final corner. It's nearly another voice crack, but it's not going to happen again.
Dave down towards turn 1, just too far behind Hush at the moment. Dave getting a very good exit out of turn 4 though. And at 5, he's locked up a little bit. That's going to give Verizon 40 the run on him on the inside. He's going to make the move as they head up the hill. Fantastic from
Oh,
Horizon 40.
oh.
Is a bit of contact. That forces Dave onto the gravel.
Could be seeing Crazy Fish making the move on Shane
Dave makes
soon.
the move back on Horizon 40 after going extremely wide at the hairpin.
Crazy Fish looking to go round the outside at the...
Oh, he's still hanging on there as Shane, but he doesn't. He has to concede it to Crazy Fish. I think Shane needs to pit now before he loses any more positions in this race. He does come into the pit lane, so Shane is into the pit lane after 15 laps on those wet tyres.
And personally, I would have pitted a wee bit earlier, you know, because wets aren't really... They go off quite quickly. Wets. But yeah, we've got Cornish in the pit as well. Was that 11 laps
So we
to
see
go?
Verizon going round the outside of Dave for P2, so fantastic stuff from him. I think we have yellow flags in Sector 1, it's for laser guns, I believe.
Yeah.
So Verizon 40 made up the move on Dave, who is going to start to pull away a little bit. He's got 4 lap younger tyres than the Alpine behind him now. And he's got 5 lap younger tyres than our race leader, so it's all in favour of Verizon at the moment.
Having the... I think in these conditions it is important to have the upper hand, but you know, this is RSF1, anything can change as Hush goes a wee bit wide through the hairpin. Could allow Verizon to have a wee look around the inside, but decides
Oh, he's
no,
going to,
but
that was so close for contact. Verizon 40 does get through though, as Hush had a bit of a moment
and
as he entered the final 2 corners. So Verizon 40 does take back the lead, and he's going to pull away a little bit now.
Dave on the back of Hush now.
No position changes between Hush and Dave on this lap though, but he's going to have the run on him as he heads up towards turn 3. Could we see maybe a bit of a move around turn 3? He's not got the traction to do so, does Dave, but Horizon now 1.2 seconds gap between him and Hush, so he's pulling away now.
But Hush's penalty, I can imagine that'll start to like impact him heavily.
Certainly will, because he could lose out to Crazy Fish in the meantime as well. Cornish picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Disappointed about him. He'll get his time to shine, Cornish.
Crazy Fish in pursuit of Dave and Hush at the moment, 1.1 seconds. That gap's coming down very quickly.
Speaking of pursuits, we've got Grunty gaining on his Ferrari teammate Breezy 7
He certainly is at the moment.
Laser Guns gets track limit penalty.
Four tenths now the gap between Breezy and
Dave's
Grunty
close to Hush.
He certainly is. He's much closer than he was before. Oh, there's a little bit of a kiss at the back of Hush's rear, but he's all out of shape as Dave as he exits turn 4.
These conditions are treacherous.
They really are at the moment.
I mean, to us Scotsman, this is just a shower.
Absolutely, it is. Hush has lost 4.6 seconds to Verizon, no, sorry. So it's really Verizon's race to lose at the moment. He's just got to manage this pace. Cornish picking up another 5-second penalty. Come on, and he's retired in the pit lane. Come on, Cornish. Jesus Christ, man.
Must have been getting a bit sleepy.
He's away to have his supper.
Wait, have a
Dave,
supper and
five
catch up on the
tenths.
Rishi Sunak podcast.
He's away to have his supper and catch up on the chase.
Good old Bradley.
2 tenths. We could see a move from Dave on Hush down towards turn 1. He's gaining, he's gaining,
gonna
he's
go for
gaining.
it?
Will he make a move? There's a car coming out the pit lane as well.
Cornish. Cornish has just decided to make another star guest appearance. Thinks he's the main character. Cornish is a way to have his sardines on toast or something.
2 tenths, 3 tenths between. It's actually. Wait. Crazy Fish, right? So what am I talking about? Crazy Fish and Crazy Fish and Breeze, they're swap
Said
positions
Crazy
for
Fish a few times in
P4.
that sentence.
Shane and Locker, they had a bit of a battle before. We've also got Dave still all over the back of Hush at the moment. 7 seconds now is the lead for Verizon 40, so he's checked out of this race.
Better command and drive for him.
Could Dave chuck
Since
one
he
up the
pitted.
inside into the hairpin? No, he doesn't. He stays behind, so it's wise from Dave. He could maybe see a move on the main straight down towards turn 1 though, if he can get the better run out of the final 2 corners.
Dave will be wanting to get past Hush as quickly as possible. He's got the fresher tyres in the Alfa Romeo. We'll be looking to get past him and then try and hunt his prey off Verizon.
He's certainly
For the
gaining.
race
Is he going to
win.
be enough in towards turn 1? He stays behind though. He was just a little bit too far behind on that case.
Slight contact.
That creates a little bit of a gap for Hush.
P4 here. Breezy and Grunty chasing down Crazy Fish.
This could be a great battle for P4 at the moment. It could actually be for the podium since Hush has got a penalty.
That is
So it's
true.
all to play for. Yellow flags in sector 3.
That
It's
is
for
the
Blazer
laser
Guns,
gun.
unfortunately.
It's not a good race, Sam. Got Dave gaining again on Hush. Gap now 5 tenths. Dave looking.
Dave's
at the
right
move
on the
round
back
outside.
of Hush again.
Hush
We can see a
getting
move into the penultimate corner as Hush went a little bit wide. Hush is
Done the right
definitely
thing
starting
there.
to struggle. Dave with a way better exit on
Here he
this lap.
goes.
We could certainly see a move on this lap for P2. Hush is going to force them the long way round the outside as they go down towards turn 1. Can Dave get ahead before the braking zone? Hush brakes
They're gonna
later.
go side by side.
Slightest
This is
bits of
brilliant.
contact. Dave gets his elbows out and he is through it by the time they get through turn
Oh,
3, but he's
oh.
not. Hush comes back at him.
This is. We're going to be seeing Dave going round the outside again towards turn 4. This is brilliant stuff.
He's going to brake even later this time as he goes around the outside on Hush, but Hush sticks it. He makes a bit of contact, forces his way back through, so Hush retakes P2 for a slight moment.
And
I thought
that-
maybe
and that's
Dave was
allowed-
going to get through.
That's allowed Crazy Fish to come and join the party as well.
It certainly has.
Breezy and Grunty will join as well. Is Crazy Fish going to make the move on Dave? No.
Jesus Christ, Horizon 40's in the chat. He's 11.5 seconds in the lead,
Oh,
and he's in the chat at the moment. That reminds me of Max
Bruce
Verstappen
turning
on the
into
weekend
Verstappen.
when he was out of the car by the time Charles Leclerc hadn't even crossed the line yet. But he's in the chat, but they just sitting there, 11.7 seconds. You better watch out, mate. You better not make a mistake or anything.
nah, he's fine. He's
5
probably pulling the
tenths
number
on this
2
lap.
driving with his niece or something.
5 tenths the gap between Dave and Hush at the moment. Grunty picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
Oh dear. That'll be up 29 out of 33 now.
Apparently it's his friend that's in the chat, so happy. I'm
Hello,
happy that
Verizon's
it's that.
friends. Hello, Verizon's friend.
Jish and Matty are having a bit of a battle as they head down towards turn 1. Jish made it back on Matty for P7. But we are going to go back to the front of the pack because it's only 2.5 tenths between Dave and Hush at the moment. Dave keeps struggling through there, he keeps locking up, but he's going to get the run. As Crazy Fish sends one from a mile back. Crazy Fish making himself up into P3. I wish the same could be said for his teammate because that's laser guns around again.
Oh dear.
Crazy Fish could be on for P2 at the moment.
P2? Yeah, Hush is looking like he's starting to struggle with the tyres.
The two Ferraris going side by side through the third last corner.
Dave's not really a fan of these conditions, by the looks of things.
Yeah, he's certainly starting to struggle in there now.
4 laps remaining, and he may as well just go for it now.
We could see him on the podium though still. There's still a chance for him.
Go,
as they almost nearly go 3 wide into turn 1.
Oh,
Dave makes a bit of contact with the back of Hush. Crazy Fish got through into P2 though, so Hush now has to defend from Dave, which he's been doing all night long. But now he's got to do it with 3 laps remaining as well.
This is going to get tasty.
Breezy's all over the back of Dave as well, basically pushing him through turn 4, sorry.
Got Breezy wanting to gobble Dave up. But could we be seeing Dave trying to gobble up the move on Hush? But Hush is all over the back of Crazy Fish as well. This 15-second gap between Crazy Fish and Verizon.
It is. He's definitely pulled away now, and he's just got to manage that pace and get to the end.
He's got to yarn what we're driving.
It's really not over though for P2 at the moment. It's not over for the podium, because it's only about a second and a bit that's separating the top, well, these 5 drivers at the moment.
Could we be seeing Dave trying to attack Hush for P3? Crazy Fish
he gets a way better exit than him.
He's made lots of overtakes, but he's gonna try and get the final what's the word?
Podium.
The final position. He's been making overtakes. He's been going through his starter, main and dessert. As Crazy Fish is seen going very wide through the gravel. This is brilliant.
Crazy Fish starting to make a gap for himself over Hush. 8 tenths separate them now, but Dave is definitely not done yet with Hush. He's only 2 tenths behind him. He wants to get back into P3 because he knows that he's got Breezy hunting him down as well for that P3 position. Hush has really just got to try and make up as much time as possible because he does carry that 5-second penalty.
You know, like sector 1 and it's Blazer Guns spawn again. Onto the penultimate lap
from Dave. He's only 2 tenths behind Hush. Stays behind him though on this lap as they head through turn 1 on lap 32. 16 seconds now, nearly 17 is the gap out in front for Verizon at the moment. He's just checked out of this race by now. He's just got to drive it to the end, but we've got Dave and Hush going side by side through turn 3. This is fantastic racing. Hush stays ahead. He just closes out on Dave.
Oh, Crazy
He's going to
Fish
get
going
Breezy
very
though.
wide
Breezy
again.
might be going on the inside. This is fantastic racing from these 4 drivers. 5 as well, because Crazy Fish has got to try and defend as well
Oh, Dave
from
getting
all the
twitchy
drivers
on the
behind wanting
exit.
to get P2. We've got Breezy who's trying to get past Dave. Might see one go up the inside, possibly. No, he does not. He stays behind. But he is going to have a fantastic run on Dave as he exit of the hairpin. He's going to go round the outside, up the hill. There's the slightest bit of contact. He gets as close as possible to the Alpine driver. He's forced off the track a little bit, but Dave stays ahead. Fantastic stuff from Dave to keep that
But
P4
Breezy's going to
position.
go for it again. He gets
He's
it done
got
in
it.
the final corner.
But Dave's going to come back up onto the final lap we go. Side by side with Breezy down to the first corner. Breezy just closes the door on him though. Oh, as he's a little bit twitchy out of turn 2. Dave's lost traction. It seems like Dave has
between
really
Breezy
struggled.
and Hush. Ever since Verizon overtook Hush, it's just been a commanding drive from
Certainly
the
has
Red
been
Bull.
from Red Bull, exactly.
He's
He's got
only
18 seconds at the moment.
He's only got a few more corners to navigate
We'll
before.
jump
Uh,
on board with him. It's
I'm
been
no
a
scientist of that, but I think he might win this.
it's been a commanding lead, as you said, from the time that he took over. It was either Dave or Hush, I can't remember, it was that long ago. But he has come and overcome the wet weather, and he does win the Spanish Grand Prix in Division 2, drifting over the line in style, and he breaks his front wing just for good measure. But it's not over. Dave is
Dave's
4
on the
tenths
back.
behind at the moment.
Crazy Fish, he's going to pick up
It
P2
doesn't
by the
seem
looks of
like
things. Good
Dave's
drive
gonna
from
get
him.
Breezy. Breezy's gonna get P2. P3. Sorry, he gets onto the podium along with Crazy Fish. Dave has to settle for P4. Has a little spin over the line. Hush picks up P5 after doing 20 laps on those wet tyres.
I enjoyed my
Then
wee
we have
visit to
Grunty,
Division 2.
we have Jish P7, Shane picks up P8, Matty picks up P9 after starting P16, so a solid drive from the Haas. Genghis Logan rounds out the top 10, picks up 1 point for himself. Then we had Locker, and then we had whoever it was, because the thing decides to go off the screen.
I have to say, I enjoyed my wee trip to Division 2 today. As usual, we'll get the top 3 in for a wee chit chat. Who came second? Crazy Fish, was it?
It was Crazy Fish, yeah. I don't know if Verizon's on Xbox, so I'll have to check.
I got Verizon.
Right, perfect. Should have Breezy as well.
I'll try and get Crazy Fish.
I've already got Crazy Fish.
Have you got him? I'll see what I get.
Have you got Breezy?
I'll get him now.
I've got Breezy, it's fine. Oh wait, I've just invited them to the game. What an absolute idiot I am.
Yeah, well done. Of course,
Right.
we will get a nice wee chinwag with a top 3.
Well, Crazy Fish has joined us. He certainly didn't need a game invite, he needed a buddy. Party
I'll
invite, but
try and get
anyway.
Verizon in again.
You can just press Y on their names and it comes up with their Xbox profile, by the way.
Yeah, I've got Verizon.
Right, we should wait and see if Breezy and Verizon join us.
I know Breezy won't be in anyway.
Right, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Verizon
Go on, Verizon.
doesn't have a headset, so...
Oh, okay. Lovely
So
and short
it's
today.
only Crazy Fish.
Way.
I'll just wait until we get on to the
You need your showroom, don't you?
showroom, yeah.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll get on with the interviews then. So, Crazy Fish, we're back
Hello,
again.
we're back again.
And certainly we are. P2 tonight for yourself. It certainly seemed like Verizon checked out at that race towards the end, but you've got to be happy with P2 after that race and some fantastic battles for yourself. Just talk me through it, the weather conditions through qualifying and how it changed into the race.
Yeah, it was a tough race. I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm kind of glad it wasn't dry because I wouldn't have had the pace if it was dry. Um, so I ended up cranking the wings up to 50-50 and fingers crossed that I'll make it up in the corners, which is kind of what I did for most of the race. I was pretty quick. I took a really, really cautious first lap, which is probably stupid to be honest because I lost a lot of places and gave me a lot of work to do. But yeah, it's a steady race. I was quite quick. It was kind of difficult to pass people. Once I got past them, then I had loads of speed and I just pulled away from them. And yeah, then the safety car came out, which made it a bit interesting. And I kind of knew I had to get past Breezy fairly quickly. I knew he was running lower wings than me, so I knew get past him quickly and I'll have more grip to pass the car ahead. And yeah, I don't know, did I get into like fourth quite quickly? And then I was like close to Hush and Dave, and they were battling. And then I got even closer, and then I made a mistake, and then suddenly Breezy was on my ass. And then I got closer again, and then yeah, I eventually lunged one down the inside of Dave and made the move, and then Hush very kindly let me pass without much effort, and yeah, the last few laps were a big struggle to be honest. I don't know did you see, but I was going deep at
Yeah, I
whatever
was seeing that.
turn 4 or something, turn 4, turn 5, every lap for the last 4 laps. There was just no tires left.
Yeah, I was certainly thinking that. What were you going to say? Something else?
But yeah, no, it was a good race. I could hear Breezy's frustration anyway in the party because I think he knew he was going to struggle to get past me with the lower wings. I was way quicker in the corners.
Yeah.
But and I had just had better grip than him on exits. I'd say he would have actually been past me if he had higher wings, but because he had lower wings, he just had no exit speed. Whereas I just had the grip to just pull away.
Yeah, well, you obviously showed that tonight. A fantastic race from yourself, especially in those tricky conditions. Did you change your setup at all, like when you saw that the rain was going to be forecast for the race?
Well, I was already planning on running 45 wings for the race anyway, regardless if it was wet or dry. And then when I saw it was wet, I just put it to 50-50 because I went, well, what's the difference in 5? Pretty much nothing. Like it's better to have the grip in the corners than it is straight line, and I kind of showed that for the most part today. The ERS recovery was massive under wet conditions, so it's out to burn 30% down a straight, and you'd get it back by the time you came around the next lap. So
yeah, well, that's good to know. Notes have been taken on wings. But anyway, yeah, we move to, I believe it's Mexico next week. Last season's finale. It's not quite the finale this season, but yeah, how do you feel about Mexico?
not too confident, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of Mexico, but Mexico normally brings a lot of action. There's always a lot of collisions, so
yeah,
and safety cars.
absolutely.
So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. I could get taken out. I could get another podium. Who knows?
Just give me 2 seconds. You'll probably know better about the championship standings at the moment in Division 2. But it seems like you are, after tonight, you'll gain a little bit of an advantage in your fight to try and catch Breezy in the Div 2 championship. How do you feel about that one going forward, and do you think you've got a good chance at winning this championship now?
I wouldn't have a good chance. One race can swing from the next, so we'll wait and see how it goes. I think I've closed the gap by 3 points, so I'm now 18 points behind. So it's not too bad. It came down from, I think it was 35 was the highest.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad, but Breezy's going to have a good race at some point. So that's probably only going to lose a few points. So yeah, we'll wait and see.
Well, it's a chance nonetheless that you've got. But yeah, congratulations on P2 tonight and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
We will finish there for tonight in RSF1. I've been your main com RNSEO, joined by Liam tonight.
I've enjoyed my
we
visit. Thank you for having me.
certainly, no problem. We will be back same time tomorrow night for Division 5 at 8
Yeah!
o'clock.
Woo! Oh,
And we'll be back same time next week for Division 2 at Mexico. So everyone enjoy your night, and we will catch you guys tomorrow night for some Division 5 action. Take care guys, and catch you all later.